Right now, you should have 4 long strips of paper in front of you, and then 2 circles and a spike. I'm going to show you how to make the swirling activity. First step is you want to glue these ends onto one of the circles. You do not need a whole lot of glue. You only need about that much, maybe even less, and you're just going to glue it on. The best way to do this is to wrap this around and glue this end next. Just kind of like that. Okay? Just like that. I'm going to do it for all 4, and then we'll move on to our next step. Wrap it around. Number 4. Put that one there. Wrap it around. Put that one there. And the last one. Just like that. So right now your end should look like that. All 8 ends are there, and it should look like a ball almost. Okay. The next step is to get this spigot in the bottom of this. So you're first going to start out with the pokey end, and you're going to poke through this nice little hole you made, just like that. Okay. Make sure it has enough space to where it can easily go in and out. But that's the only time this part should be at the top. So then you're going to flip it out, and it should be this end for the rest of the time. Okay. Before we go all the way up and glue that to the top, we want to make sure that this is glued to the top right here. Okay. So how to do that is when you have these all bunched together at the top. So mine should look about like that. I'm going to glue these together. Okay. So I'm going to start out with the top one. So this one, like that. And then you're going to glue that one on top. Okay. Then I'm going to do this one underneath that and glue him right there. So I'm going to do that. Piece of glue. Glue him right there. And then the last one, it goes underneath. So I'm going to glue that little piece right there. And he goes about right there. Okay. There you go. So it should look kind of like that. Okay. Then we are going to glue this to the bottom right there. So what I'm going to do is, this one will probably be the only part where you need enough glue. I'm just going to put a fair amount, only that much, not enough to where it's going to move or give you too much glue, just enough to make sure that sticks, and it should end up like that. Okay, if you have too much glue and it's going over the sides, that means that you need to put less glue onto your contraption. All right, last step is to glue the flat end to the top right here. So it's going to go through the hole that you made, and we are going to glue it on top. This one does not require a lot of glue. So you want to glue it in the middle, but only about just a drop, pea size, maybe less, and put it right there. Okay, so at the end, it should look like that. It needs a minute to dry. And then this is it. You've made one. Okay, once the glue has dried at the end right here, then that means that you are done. Okay, and then you can spin it all the way and it should work.